down to each one of you to decide your own level of commitment. What are you going to do?
Mr. Cativo, when you turn the wheel on your wife, the light heals. How?
It's bandits.
I can bring water. No! With the electricity, we can plant in the dry season.
Antu wakufa kutiwa zimenezo?
Malusi, adzalika liti?
Mpenzi utakutaka. Ngati Mungu alitendeza. Kumbaleta wa baba. Ndiliweza kuleta.
I never went to second.
Looking sharp, eh? Now.
The movie is about a young boy named William Kamkwamba who lives in a village that is experiencing famine and drought. William persisted in building the windmill because he wanted to support his family. The lack of food and water in the village is the main source of conflict in the narrative. William built a windmill to generate electricity for his family's home after being inspired by a book in the library, which ended the conflict. Additionally, he had to convince his father and those around him that the windmill would work. He used a scrap of metal, old books, and spare parts. Regardless of what people thought of him, he never gave up, which helped him realize and fulfill his dreams.
Setting the scenes in the first half of the film helps viewers understand the environment in which William lived. Growing up, William had a curious mind, and the book shows him how to be resourceful in his situation. The film also reminds us the impact that one person can have on the world, and it is very much in the line with the theme of SDG 7, which is affordable and clean energy, and where we are all encouraged to live more sustainable lives in our beautiful world.
Short background about the movie. This movie was based on a true story about when William built a windmill with bare hands. His method was only based on his imagination and what he learned from science, or we called it DIY. The theme of this movie is recycling and reinvention. He builds this windmill for him to save his family and town from famine. This movie teaches and shows that without science, we can't do impossible things. That's why science is important. I think this movie relates to the Philippines, especially in poverty. Just like William, children also struggle to enter school due to parents can't afford school fees. Children also have the ability to recycle so many things for better use, which is why many children also want to learn more about science.
The theme of the story is all about how William provided water and electricity to save his town from famine. Because of what they went through, I learned a lot from their story. It makes me more realize how important science is. And by the use of science, we can create a lot of things. That's what I saw William do to help his family and other people who is suffering. The story is also heartbreaking because of the bad things happen in their village. Their government does not treat them right. Everyone suffered, had nothing to eat, no rice, no electricity, and others are even able to steal. William educated himself even though his father can't afford the fees of his school. William continued going to school and learned more about in science. He is confidence and thoughtfulness, that's why he was able to survive the challenges of their lives. What I learned from the story is to be responsible and be independent like William. And always remember, education is a must. It is the way to have a better life.
Development that meets the without comparison the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. All countries should meet their basic needs of employment, food, energy, water, and sanitation. Everybody is rightful to a healthy, safe, and clean environment. Thanks.
To advocate or implement to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals, let's learn how to use resources sustainably and cut down on pollution. Avoid utilizing resources and creating waste as much as your situation permits. Instead of putting yourself and your loved ones through difficulty, go back to the methods of addressing your requirements that were effective for earlier generations with far less technology. For instance, studies have shown that traditional agriculture, which relies on improving soil fertility rather than using artificial fertilizers and pesticides, actually produces more than factory farming. Work for a sustainable society with others. Many implement petitions, demonstrations, and practical actions like liquidating from damaging corporations. They have had a significant influence. Take part in creating a future where people can survive. Address the basic problem, which is a global culture of greed, aggressiveness, selfishness, fear, and hate of those different from us. Instead, strive to create a cooperative, compassionate, and decent global culture. This will contribute to a world that is worth living in as well as one that is sustainable.